Welcome back to Let's Play XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. In our last video, we went on a guerrilla ops mission. It went okay. Not great. 3 out of 4 got wounded. As you can see here, there's 9 soldiers available, 3 wounded. Let's go ahead and check them out.
We've had our suspicions, but before now we've never had the resources to investigate the possibility of clandestine Advent facilities built up outside the city centers. Now that we've gotten word of this black site, I have to admit, I'm worried about what we might find. They could be doing anything in there.
So, Anne, our Templar, got wounded. She'll be out for 9 days. That's too bad. And she also acquired this negative trait. She's now an OCD reloader, which means there's a chance after we move her one space, or use one action point to move her, that she'll just reload, ending her turn. Also, what is going on with her veins there? That's just lovely. Okay. Never mind. We also have our very inaccurate sharpshooter, Carlota Suarez, wounded. She's only out for 6 days. It's not horrible, but yeah, she's only made 1 kill, and that was on the first mission. Completely useless on the second, but maybe she'll redeem herself. And finally, we have our rookie, who is now a ranger, Alex Harris. He's going to be out for a while, a couple of weeks, which is a shame since he's such a genius. Everyone else is fine. The only person who wasn't wounded on that mission was Raoul, Mr. Pinkbeard over here. In fact, can I go ahead and customize him with a nickname? I don't think I can. Yeah, I think they have to reach a certain rank. I forget what it is. But I'm definitely calling him Pinkbeard when we get that far. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's great. Alright, where was I? So let's go on a quick tour of the ship. Just the couple rooms that we haven't been in yet, just to get a look around. Remind ourselves of what's going on. We know what's going on in research.
Hello, Commander. Work is well underway.
We are researching the alien biotech.
My research is complete. From my own experience, Advent generally deploys heavy security rather than subterfuge when it comes to protecting their primary facilities. At least the ones I had access to personally. If they have gone to the trouble of hiding this black site, I suspect our findings there will lead us to even greater questions.
Now, up in the commander's quarters, you can view things like an overview of how things work, which obviously I'm not going to read through any of those on video. It's almost like a little manual. And you can look at the Avenger report, which tells you which facilities are up, how much power they're using, things like that. I don't usually go into this view because you can pretty much get a good overview from just looking at the ship itself. And there's an overview of the objectives, which right now, after we went on that last mission, we learned that we have to contact a new region to get access to a black site. Then we have the living quarters. Right now, the only thing we can do in there is look at our personnel. So soldiers, engineers, scientists. That's pretty much it. Facilities. So after that last mission, we did get that engineer. So I could put him into this this building here, and it would decrease the time it would take to build the guerrilla tactics school, or I could start him clearing one of the adjacent tiles. I think for now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this building, so let me put him in here. That'll decrease the construction time by half. So 5 days, not bad. We know the engineering room. There's the bar/memorial. I think I showed you guys that before.
Reminding you that the aliens will never admit defeat, even after our brave fighters have driven the last of them from our world. So never give up hope. Never surrender.
And is that Carlota I see back there getting a drink? I think so. Yeah, she needs it after that last mission. Pretty sure that was her. Let me see. Yep, that was her. Drink up. What else? What else? What am I missing? Research, engineering, armory. Went through all that. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back to the geoscape. Now, as you can see, there's a new region down here. It's in red because I haven't made contact with this region yet. And at the moment, I'm unable to make contact with any new regions. I think I have to research... Yeah, I have to research resistance communications before I can even make contact with this region. And once I do that, which takes time by itself, then I have to go in and do the actual black site mission itself. So right now, what do we have available? We have a couple scanning sites. There's the rookies, which we abandoned to go on the guerrilla ops mission, and then there's the... It looks like a new one. What's this about? It looks like it would just give us some more supplies. Again, not a whole lot going on right now. I wonder if I want to go back and get those rookies, or if I want to go for the supplies. I think I'll actually prioritize the supplies. They're both longer than typical scan times, but not a lot else we can do right now. I know we can scan at HQ to heal a little bit faster, but I don't know. Every time I scan at HQ, it just feels like a gigantic waste of time. I know it can be useful in some cases, but right now I just don't feel it's necessary. So let's go ahead and start this scan.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known.
Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Okay, so that just means the research that we were working on, alien biotech, is now completed, which, since it's part of the campaign goal, triggered a cutscene there and shed a little more light on the background. Now, some of this may come across as confusing if you haven't played the first game, or especially since we didn't go through the tutorial, it's not obvious that what happened to the commander, which is us. But no need to get into detail. It's obvious this is a sequel anyway, since it's called XCOM 2. So I'll just go forward. So the new objective here is to examine an Advent officer corpse. Well, we do have a corpse, an Advent officer corpse, so we can definitely do that when the time comes.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
So after researching this, we have a new facility available to build, the Infirmary, which that pretty much does what it says. I think you can heal troops there and maybe remove negative traits, I think, so we'll definitely want to get that eventually. We can now research sectoids, do an autopsy on those, and Advent officers as well. So yeah, if you have an infirmary, you can put an engineer there and decrease the time the soldiers need to recover from injuries. And like I said, negative traits can be removed. This is interesting. So sometimes after you complete research, your scientist will suddenly become what's called inspired. And that just means if you go ahead and research this specific thing, which just happens to be what we really need to research right now, it'll become, like it says, we'll obtain results much faster than usual. So if we don't do that, we research something else, it'll go back to taking the normal amount of time when we come back to it. So let's see what we have here. We have the sectoid autopsy, magnetic weapons. I want those ASAP, but I mean right now it takes way too long, so I need more scientists. And hybrid materials, I know it doesn't take very long, but... And then there's the campaign goals, so I could do an autopsy on an advent officer. That'd take 5 days, it's not bad. Or we could research resistance communications, which would only take 5 days, as opposed to... I have no idea what it would be normally, maybe 10? I'm not sure, but I think we should take advantage of this inspiration. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And we need to contact that region anyway, so this will speed that along.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Okay, back to the globe. Let's see if we can't finish this this scan. Now, if all goes well, the facility we're constructing should be completed before the scan is done. Let's see how it goes.
Guerrilla tactics.
There we go.
Now operational.
So let's take a look at this facility. So there's two things we can do. One, and I forgot to mention this last time I talked about this building, is you can specifically train a rookie as whatever class you want. So if I wanted to make, I don't know any of these guys, if I wanted to make Nicola here a grenadier, well, all I have to do is click on her and choose grenadier. I can make her a ranger, sharpshooter, a specialist, whatever I want. It just takes 5 days to train them, and during that time, of course, they'll be unavailable for combat. Really useful. In fact, I'll probably do that in a minute. Then the other thing you can do is purchase upgrades for your squad. So like I said earlier, you can spend some supplies and upgrade your squad size. So instead of only being able to take 4, you can now take 5. The only problem with that is one of your soldiers has to reach the rank of sergeant first. And then, of course, you have to spend the supplies. There's other things in here, like if you have a grenadier captain, you can spend 75 supplies to get this bonus, which lets, not just grenades, but anything explosive can actually do critical damage. Normally it can't. Just things like that. So, let's take a look at our soldiers real quick. See what we might need. Sorted by class. Okay, so we have 1 grenadier, 2 rangers, a sharpshooter, and a specialist. I'm debating between a grenadier and a specialist. I think early game...
Advent's officers might be more resourceful than your average trooper, but I doubt our forces will have any trouble bringing in a test subject for Tigan to look at, especially since he's not asking for a live one. There's not a whole lot that surprises me these days, but I'm definitely curious to see if the chip we pulled from the commander really is connected to the ones Advent's been using in their captains.
Sure. So, like I was saying, I think early game it's probably more beneficial to get the powerful grenadiers out there. It might be a matter of opinion. That's something I've heard from other YouTubers. So, let's go with that. Now, the only thing is, who do we want to train? We have Jennifer Weaver. Cycle through the soldiers here. That's not cycling in the order I thought it would be. Guess I'll just go back and click. Nicola, she looks happy. She doesn't have the face of a grenadier, I think. She looks too happy. Grenadiers should be, I don't know, serious and like to blow stuff up. I don't know. We have Blue Bandana Brendan O'Connor. Okay, maybe. And then we have... She looks exactly like the other one. I already forgot her name. Nicola. Look. They look identical. Just different hair. They have like the same face. Actually, that's one of my minor complaints about this game, is that there's not a lot of different faces and looks for the rookies, so they start to all kind of blend together after a while. That's why I got the customization mod. At least we can randomize the colors and hair, stuff like that. Anyways, so we have the other Brennan. Oh, look at him. Tough guy. Okay, he's in the running. And the other Alex. Looks a little too happy. So, okay, it's between... I think it was him? It looks like it's between the Brendans, and I'm definitely going to go with Morrison here. So, back to the GTS. Let's train Morrison as a Grenadier. And back to scanning.
Strategic resource located.
So I saw that Carlota has recovered from her wounds. That means the, I think it was 6 days must have passed. Or maybe it was 8? I don't remember. Alright, what did we find here? We found a statue. And some supplies. 65. Alright. We have a new rumor to investigate. It would reward us with a scientist, which we could sure use right now. Now, do I want to go research the or scan for the scientist, or do I want to go scan for the rookies? We're not short on rookies right now, but I'm a little afraid these disappear eventually. I haven't been able to figure out if that actually happens yet. It may. I guess it's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the scientist.
Avenger.
Scientists and engineers, you always gotta pick those up. Unless there's something really high priority.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
Team of one person. Alright. Well, we now have resistance comms. That unlocks the resistance comms facility, allows us to research the resistance radio now, and now we actually can go make contact with other regions, I believe. So the facility resistance comms just increases the number of regions we can make contact with. Like right off the bat, it starts out at I think 3, so you can only contact 2 regions other than your starting region. So obviously there's a lot more regions than that in the world. I think there's 16 or so in this game, so we'll need a few of these. Alright, what next? I could go for the officer. Radio is not a huge priority right now. Or I could get hybrid materials out of the way, since that only takes 3 days. I think I'll do that.
I agree. That is an important task, Commander. I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the Commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
That sounds a little disturbing, and I'm sorry, I just realized I forgot to do something with the engineer, so he's just kind of hanging around the building at this point. After he finished this a couple days ago, I should have had him clear out the debris. So, let's go ahead and do that. Clearing out the top row is always faster than the rows below it, and so on. So, I'm going to go ahead and clear the room to the left. We'll put, Fedor in there. That'll take him only 5 days, okay. Keep him busy. And Morrison is busy training to be a grenadier. What else is going on? Grenadier training, hybrid materials, clearing the alien debris, which I just did, and our supply drop is in 8 days. So we're going to get 125 supplies from that, and that is due to...
We can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
So we now have new regions available to contact, which are New India here and the New Arctic. Now I can turn this on to show you the other regions in the world, but since we haven't got to them yet, we can't connect to them directly. We have to go through these other 2 territories first. But like I said, I think there's around 16. Whoops. So there's 5 days left to pick up the scientist, and then I'm definitely going to head over and make contact. Oh, as I was saying, we're going to get 125 supplies due to the fact that we own, I guess, West Asia. Our headquarters is there, and they are giving us 150. Why are we only getting 125? I'm probably missing something obvious here. Okay. Whatever. So let's go ahead and finish this scientist if we can.
The aliens continue to make the lives of my followers difficult, but with your help...
So, our good friends the Templars have a mission for me that again is time sensitive, so let's see what they want. This mission will have sit-reps. Oh, this will be fun. This will be real fun. Operation Doomsong. The objective is to rescue the stranded resistance agents. Dr. Marilyn Campbell, which is a scientist. Well, what a coincidence. We're already scanning for a scientist. We'd get some intel, and we'd get a squatty who would be a specialist. Sophia. The problem with this is the horde is in this area. So long story, but in the last game there was an alien invasion. So this was before they occupied the Earth. And to make a long story short, during certain invasion missions they had some like canisters that they shot down to the Earth, and those areas have infected the people who lived there. So now they're basically a bunch of roaming zombies. So it's a lot of fun, and not only are there zombies, the horde, or the lost they call them, not only are there the lost in this mission, it's the horde, which means there's no advent or aliens to fight. There's just a ton of lost. So that's a problem. Because you can't kill them all, like they just keep coming. So this is going to be a tense mission.
Setting course for West Asia.
I don't know if anyone else has recovered from their wounds other than Carlota.
Commander, you should be aware. We're detecting lost activity in this area.
Oh, I'm aware.
Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
Okay. Who do we have? She was just about to make a comeback. I should just bring a bunch of rookies, let them deal with the lost, but I don't know, that feels kind of cruel. Rangers could be useful with their shotguns. A sharpshooter, it's odd. So sharpshooters are accurate, and I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about it before I get into the actual mission because it's just wasting time. But who should I bring? Again, I'm gonna bring 2 rookies. I have a feeling we're gonna lose somebody here. Who's it gonna be? I'll bring Jennifer Weaver and I don't know, the other Brendan O'Connor. I'm also going to bring our ranger. She hasn't seen any other action aside from the first mission yet. And I'll leave Carlota out of it in case she doesn't make a single hit again. And specialist or rookie or grenadier? Maybe not the grenadier. Well, no grenadier. This is supposedly easy, but we know what happened last time the mission said that. Their aim goes up a little bit as they climb the ranks, so rookies have 65 aim. Xenia here has 68. Based on that alone, I feel like I should bring my specialist, but if all goes wrong, I don't want to lose 2 good soldiers. Yeah, sorry rookies. It's going to be all rookies and a ranger today. Now, what do we have? Grenades are typically bad with the Lost because it attracts more of them. Flashbang is not super useful for the Lost, I don't think. I mean, I guess it could be. Yeah, there's not a lot to upgrade here. I could bring a med kit. Bring the med kit. Where is it? Oh, I think I had it equipped on one of my other soldiers, so let me go ahead and unequip the barracks. That just removes everything from all these soldiers who are not selected here. And let's give our ranger the med kit. This sword will come in handy. What else? A little nervous about this mission. Alright, we have Jennifer Weaver, Brendan O'Connor, Xenia Soto, and Nicola Kowalczyk. Hey, she's a genius. She's a genius. Any other geniuses here? Standard O'Connor's gifted. It's a little less than genius. And Weaver is gifted as well. So, potential rookies. They have potential. Alright, I don't think there's anything else to prepare, so let's go ahead and get it over with. Oh, wait, actually. Weapon upgrades. I did pick up a scope from our last mission, so I should probably put that on somebody's weapon. Whose? I could put the scope on the ranger. That seems like it'd be pretty powerful. Typically I put scopes on snipers, but they're already accurate, and rangers usually aren't as accurate with the shotgun here, so let's put the scope on the shotgun. It'll give her plus 10% to her aim, which means she should now be at 78% base. That's not bad at all for a shotgun. Of course, that increases with the close range. Anyway, let's go. May we all come back home safely.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Here goes nothing.
The Resistance faction sent some kind of expeditionary force into an area that we know to be completely overrun by the Lost. Don't ask me what they were doing down there, but now they've gotten themselves stranded, and the Resistance is asking for our help. We'll have to do what we can to avoid being overrun.
So the objective, go rescue the stranded agents, take them back, and everyone get out. Easy, right? The ruins of this same place that we were in last time. Probably because it's in West Asia again. Oh, okay. Let's get it over with. Dropped us off in an alleyway, huh?
The Resistance expedition is trapped not far from your position, and the VIP is using a remote turret to hold off the Lost. We only have one clear access point to the area, so get to the target's location and escort them back to the entry point for extraction. The whole place is overrun with Lost. Don't bother trying to outgun them. After you secure the expedition, you'll have to return to our original entry point for extraction. Don't get overrun. Keep the path back to Firebrand clear.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to make our way through this building here. Doesn't look too bad. But we only have 5 turns to get up here. And, well, basically, all that means is this gun's going to stop firing after 5 turns and they could be overrun. I don't know if that's a guaranteed loss or not. This person is unconscious, the squatty here, so we'll have to haul him back on our shoulders. Alright, let's get this done. Let's start off with our ranger. Most experienced, lead the way. Let's bring her up right here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm not really worried about cover here because the Lost typically don't shoot at you, so... I could move up. There's probably some zombies in here, which means they're gonna start running at me if I trigger them, but... do I want to do that yet? Actually, probably not. Let's move up here instead.
On the move.
We'll trigger him next turn. Alright, rookies. I guess we'll just fall in single file here beside Jennifer. Or, I'm sorry, beside Xenia. Or, can we go up? We could go up, but I don't want to trigger anything up there either. Yeah, let's not worry about that. Let's just all stick together. We'll put you here.
Moving out.
I hear some growling. We'll put these guys right beside them. Hopefully that doesn't open up line of sight on anything unsavory. Yeah, we're okay. Let's put him right. Let's put Nicola right behind. What's his face? Brendan. I try to remember their names. It takes me an episode or two.
Running.
Time for the Lost to do their thing. Okay. Nothing crazy yet. Let's move Xenia up as far as we can.
I'm on the move.
This is almost certainly gonna... Yep, there they are.
Wait. Are those... humans?
Nah, you know
It
what they are.
appears the alien devices dropped during the first invasion had a degenerative effect on these citizens, causing their physical and mental health to rapidly decay while maintaining primitive organic function. Approach with caution, Commander. They are certainly dangerous.
Yeah, I think it's odd she can't see past this shelf. But no big deal because we know they're here. So let's bring Brendan up. Right here, I suppose.
On my way.
Okay, there they are. So 2 typical Lost. One has 2 hit points, the other has 3. Nothing crazy. There's only 2 of them, so whatever. Now, the interesting thing about these guys is those are pretty good chances to hit, and basically there's something called, I think it's called headshot, which means if you make a kill on a Lost, you get another free action, so it doesn't end your turn, which means as long as you have ammo, you can just keep gunning down Lost, assuming you don't miss. Which happens a lot because there's so many of them. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can take both of them out with Brendan here. Good start. Headshot, free action. So, other than wasting ammo, we're free to open fire on this other one. 82%. We got it. Okay. So he gets another free action, which of course I'm just going to use use that to move up, and that shouldn't be an issue. Let's put him right here.
That's affirmative.
Yeah, we're good. Let's go ahead and move Xenia up as well. Right here.
Moving out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey guys. What's going on? Well, I mean, I know it says don't worry about the Lost because, you know, there's just more where that came from type of thing, but you can't just ignore them. What can we do here? Sadly, there's nowhere I can move, at least with Jennifer here, to have a shot on these guys. So the best thing I can do is, I think just move up and put her on Overwatch.
That's affirmative.
Yeah, Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And we will put Nicola on Overwatch as well.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Move her up as far as possible. And Overwatch. This could get nasty.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I think all of them can almost reach us. About to find out. Here they come. Please hit. Not my instructions. Not at all.
Target still up.
Okay, at least that's one.
Target disabled.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. They made it to us, but they didn't have enough action points left to take a swipe at us, so I am not complaining about that at all. Well, we still have 3 turns to get this far. That is absolutely doable, so let me go ahead and take care of everyone I can possibly take care of here. I'm just wondering if I should move out of the building. Probably not. No. Alright, let's see if we can get some of the rookies some experience here. I'm going to move Jennifer up here
Okay.
with 1 action. And start taking pot shots at him. Oh, that is not a good start at all.
Shot failed to connect.
Missed 85%, or whatever it was, 84. Okay, well, we still have 3 other people. We can surely do this. Nicola, go
Move
up
into
here.
position.
Start firing. Surely you won't miss. Okay, it's
Kill
better.
confirmed.
Just take a little nap on that shelf there. See if we can take out the next one.
Target eliminated.
Head down, Xenia.
On reserves.
Alright, yep, she got a promotion now. So, let's see if we can use Connor. No, let's not. Let's take out the, So you gotta be careful because I could use the Ranger's Slash ability to take out the zombie, but since that's not a gun, it wouldn't grant me the headshot free action thing. So if I have to, yes. Otherwise, no. Where was I? Connor still has 2 actions. You know, I could move out. If we trigger some more, we can handle it. We can handle it.
Pausing on target position now.
Okay, that gave me visibility to the rest of those guys. Let's go ahead and take some out, if we can. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. Alright, now he gets a free action, but he's out of ammo, so all I can do is reload now. Reload. Okay, we have 2 people left. We have Nicola, who has already moved, and she actually doesn't have visibility on anyone else. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep her right here and just reload.
Ready to engage.
Now the ranger, Xenia, hasn't done anything useful yet this turn. So let's move her out towards towards the car, I guess, and just hope she doesn't miss. Oh, I forgot about that guy over there. Should be fine though. 100%, huh? Why is that? Oh, the 68% aim plus the scope. I thought it was plus 10%, but okay. I won't argue with the 15%. Plus 19% for being close range, so 100% chance to hit, which means these 2 are guaranteed kills. Let's go for it. Nice.
Hostiles pacified.
Next. Alright. And the only logical thing to do now is go on Overwatch, which should guarantee the kill for that next one that comes charging around the corner, right? Oh no, I pressed the reload button. Oh
They're
well.
all over the place. The Lost are almost
Hello.
right on top of you. These Lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them.
Yeah, you'll have that. Yeah, lurch your way on over here. Okay. Here comes this one. Just tumble into the window.
Expedition has limited ammo reserves.
Yeah, I know, I know.
If runs out, the Lost are going to make quick work of them. We need to reach the group before that happens.
Still doable. No worries. Alright. I'm gonna move Nicola out. Here, I guess.
Moving to designated coordinates.
And might as well fire. So this guy, a Lost Brute, he just has more hit points. I don't think he may do more damage on his melee attack. I'm not totally sure, but generally he's harder to kill. Now I don't really want to start with him because I can't kill him, and that'll end my turn. So instead of that, let's get rid of this one if we can. Okay.
Hostiles pacified.
And 68% on that one. That's not as high as I would like. No, I think I will target the Brute. Whittle some of that health down. Yeah, I'll take it. Then we have Jennifer here. I'll move her up as well. Right here.
Understood. Moving out.
And oh, she can't see the Brute anymore. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just shoot at these guys instead. Now, last turn, I don't know if you saw the pop-up down here that said a swarm is nearby. That means there's going to be a ton in this area pretty quickly. So I probably won't have all the luxury of targeting these guys individually. But I'm so close. I'm trying to make this as perfect as possible. Doing good so far.
Taken care of.
Might as well shoot one more if we can.
My ammo's running low.
Yeah, I know. Okay, that's a miss. That's okay.
Target's still up. Get in the water here.
Xenia can see the Brute, and of course she can hit him. But I'll let Connor handle him because Xenia's the one with the shotgun. So let's bring her closer.
Affirmative. Moving out.
And let us take care of these 2 remaining zombies. 100%. Take out the next one. Really? 95% miss. Okay. I did not expect that. That's alright, though. Alright, Connor. What are we going to do with you? 76% chance to hit. I just realized something. If I bring Xenia in here, I'm going to have to use her to carry this soldier, which means we're not going to have that shotgun. So, no thanks. I'd rather bring somebody else. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gamble on the fact that this is going to hit, and then I'm going to take O'Connor up to the target area. It's a hit. Perfect. Alright, now let us move. What's this going to do? I think we can go here and trigger them? We'll see.
Moving out.
Yeah. Okay.
VIP is secure, Commander. If we can spare the manpower, we should try to bring the escort in as well. Without the
Naturally.
VIP manning the turret controls, there's nothing keeping the Lost
Here
from
they come.
overrunning this area. They're already closing in.
Here comes another one. Is that 2 swarms in 1 turn? Perfect. Yep. 2 swarms. Here they come, too. Oh, wow. They are right on top of them.
Firebrand is in position. Get back to the entry point for extraction before you
Right.
get overrun. We're picking up more heat signatures than the sensors can keep up with.
Okay. Slight problem. I want to carry this squatty back. Can we? Okay. It looks like we have to go to this space to be able to pick him up. I'm not sure. I wish it showed like a little area here where we could go, but I'm going to go here,
Okay.
pick him up, and then go as far as possible. Yeah, carry unit. Okay. Pick up this person. I forget their name. And let us go this way.
Understood. Moving out.
Because we have to go back to the beginning where the evac zone is to get out of here. If we don't make it, we don't make it. Let's go ahead and take him out.
Kill confirmed.
And let's see if we can pick off some of these guys too.
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Slammed into the trash can.
Nailed him.
80. Oh, I have to reload. Oh, that's okay.
We're green to go.
We'll still have a single action after that. So 83%, and that's a dasher. They have low health, but they're very fast, so they can move farther than the other ones. They also die faster.
Taken care
Are
of.
those both dashers, actually? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now, from what I could tell, the swarms came from this direction. So if we just move away from there, we might be okay. But let's not speak too soon. Alright, we have Marilyn Campbell here, the scientist. I'm just going to have her run this way as fast as she can. Jennifer needs to reload. Let's go ahead and do that.
Rock and roll.
And we did take care of the brute in there, so no worries there. Who's left? Jennifer has a movement point. Xenia has a movement point. And Nicola hasn't done anything yet. Well, let's go ahead and use her to move in.
Moving out.
And honestly, I'll just put her on Overwatch.
Scanning.
Jennifer, I will move in as well.
Heading to that location.
Xenia. I'll hang back with O'Connor just in case something goes wrong.
Moving on target location.
Another swarm. At least they're pretty far, so I'm not too worried. I think we got lucky with their spawn locations. Overwatch triggered, huh? Oh, she actually got him.
Nailed it.
No complaints. Alright, O'Connor has the has the squatty in tow here. Let's take a look. Yep. Looks a little heavy. As people generally are. Alright, let's bring him in.
Move, move, move!
Everyone else, I think we should just move towards evac. We definitely don't have the time to be picking them off from here, so let's just go as far forward as we possibly can.
Stepping off.
And we'll bring Marilyn in. Evac's right there, yeah. Okay. Put her right here. Jennifer, move up as far as possible.
Rolling out.
And that leaves Nicola, who we will do the exact same thing with. Keep her against the wall.
Move, move, move.
Time to be chased. Another swarm. Oh, that's right. I think a swarm appears every single turn after you pick up the VIPs. Wow, there are a lot of Lost around here. Alright, you need to move.
Copy that.
And Xenia. Nearly there, guys.
Good to
Nearly
go.
there. Nicola. Oh, Xenia's blocking the door. Good for you, Xenia. That's okay. Put you right here.
Roger that.
Move one tile. That's okay. Well, if Xenia wasn't standing there, we'll just line everyone up behind her.
Orders confirmed.
This
On
is
the
silly.
move.
Yeah, I'll just end the turn here. They are on our tails. Ooh. That's a little too close for comfort.
Menace 1-5. Keep pushing towards the evac point. No matter what you do, you're never gonna make a dent in the Lost. There's just too many coming in.
I understand, but Xenia is in the way. Alright, let's get her out of here.
Heading out.
Into the evac zone. We will bring Marilyn into the evac zone. Can we? Is somebody else blocking the door? Nicola is. Okay. Bring Nicola into the evac
Dirty
zone.
gas twice.
We will bring Marilyn into the evac zone. Everybody's getting in the evac zone. Who else? Brendan. Oh, he better be able to make it. Yep. Okay.
Will do.
Who else? Jennifer.
Getting it done.
Anybody left? No, I think that's everybody. Right? Yes. So, even though people use both actions, if they're standing in an evac zone, they can still evac out. So, let's use our handy dandy evac all button and get everyone out of here safely. No injuries.
VIP secured and positioned for evac.
Happy about that.
We've recovered the VIP's escort. We'll get her patched up and ready to redeploy into the field. The VIP is secure aboard the Sky Ranger. Let's get the rest of our people out of there, Commander.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
We successfully rescued the expedition, Commander. The Resistance will be happy to hear it.
Perfect. Only took 8 turns. We killed 18 lost. There was 40 on the map total. Cool. I will always be happy about flawless missions, no matter how easy they are.
To this month's recruitment quotas. Citizens are encouraged to voluntarily visit their nearest recruitment center. Remember, only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Xenia dealt most damage and made most attacks. We had an 85% successful shot percentage. That's not hard to do on a lost map, though. Killed 2.25 average enemies per turn. Operation Doomsong was a success.
One by one, we're evening up the score, Commander. Good work out there.
And all 3 rookies got promotions, as they should. Well deserved. Brendan O'Connor is a specialist, so now I'm glad I didn't create one. Cool. A gifted specialist. What is Jennifer going to be? A grenadier. Okay. We'll have a couple extra grenadiers. Perfect. Gifted grenadier. And Nicola is a sharpshooter. I'm liking the even distribution of roles we've been getting here. That doesn't always happen. A genius sharpshooter. Now you can see their will kind of goes down as they do missions. That just makes them tired, and again, tired just kind of loops back and means that they have low will, which in turn makes them more susceptible to things like panic and psionic ability, things like that. So eventually, you want to give these guys some days to rest, and their will go back up to normal. You don't want to take them on a mission every single day, or they're just going to be all stressed out. You can see the bars down here reflect their will. We recovered a scientist, Marilyn, of course. We had her running quite a bit. And a specialist. I forgot about him.
Unquestionable, Commander.
Of course, of course. As well as some intel. Alright, so every time you get a scientist, it decreases the research time on everything by a little bit. I don't remember if it's 33% every time or if there's diminishing returns, but... New soldier acquired. Check him out. Yeah, we carried you. We carried you pretty far.
There's been plenty of gripes about my flying, but I don't see anybody else stepping up, other than the autopilot.
And it looks like a bond may be able to be formed. Between who?
To all
Who
our
is
brothers
that?
and sisters supporting the cause, you should know that today your efforts have helped our brave soldiers on the front line achieve another victory over the invaders.
Alright, so Brendan and Nicola, when they went on that last mission, they had some cohesion together, I think is the terminology they use here. So if we look at our soldiers, yep, Nicola and Brendan, soldier bonds, right. So her and Brendan have the most cohesion. She has a bit with Jennifer, a little bit with Xenia, but because these guys are very compatible and they went on a mission together, they're already available to be bonded. So let's go ahead and do that. Does not hurt anything at this point. When they bond, when they go on a mission together in the future, they have this ability that's shared between them called teamwork. So that means one of them can use this teamwork ability to give the other one a single action point. And like it says, that's a single shared charge between the bondmates. But that can absolutely get people out of a bind. So, let's see how they go. Create a custom poster. No, I'm good. Okay. So, Operation Doomsong was exciting. We have people training. We have a person training in the guerrilla tactics school. We have some research nearly done, but I think this episode's running up to another hour, so I'm definitely going to cut it off here. And we will see what happens on the globe in the next episode. Thanks for watching.